Hello, everybody. My name is Eric D. Johnson, also known as BrightShine. Live right here in the city of Memphis, in the state of Tennessee, in the county. Today's date is early Monday morning, October 31st, 2016. Time 3 a.m., 3 o'clock a.m. And the first say thank you to all my fans, my support, your continued encouragement and support. I continue to keep myself employed right here in this Memphis tri-state area. I continue to further my education at Monroe College online, pursuing my social media study, being administrative concentration mark, or the music you hear in the background, or this African hip hop. You know, you can go online, find all kind of radio stations and trying to fix my head. But you know, on African hip hop, uh, you can go online, find radio station online, turn the music down. On today's video, we're going to continue talking about African traditional religion. African traditional religion is being taught at institutions of higher learning, meaning colleges, universities. In sub-Saharan Africa, you can earn a bachelor's degree, master's degree, PhD in African traditional religion. Where's sub-Saharan Africa? Well, let's look at a map. This here is a language distribution map. It shows you all the people that live on the continent of Africa and where they live and the language that they speak. Now, you see the blue color, that's the Afro-Asiatic. You see the yellow color, that's the Nilo-Saharan. You see the dark orange color, that's the Niger-Congo A. The light orange color, that's the Niger-Congo B, band 2. And you also see sub-Saharan Africa. And this is the other half of the map. Now you see, it shows you on the side what the colors represent. The blue color represent the Afro-Asiatic. The yellow color represent the Nilo-Saharan. Dark orange color represent the Niger-Congo A. Light orange color represent the Niger-Congo B, band 2. And green color, that's two groups of people. Two groups of people. The core of pronounced Quay. They are the pastoralists. They are the pastoralists. The sand people. The sand people are the hunter-gatherers. They are the hunter-gatherers. Now, over there on the island of Madagascar, that purple, lavender color, that's the Austronesians. Now, the Austronesians are the people that live in Indonesia. The people in Indonesia, they migrated from the island, from Indonesia, and they settled and colonized the island of Madagascar. They are not the original inhabitants of the island of Madagascar. Now, this is a Niger-Congo map. It shows you the Niger-Congo languages, and that the primary branch is the Volta. Congo. The South Bolt, Bantu, Bantu beside Bantu. Your other East, Binu Congo. Your West, Binu Congo. Your Quake. Your North Bolt, Kru, Sanufo. Your Gur, Volta languages. Your Adamawa, Ubangian language. Your other primary branch, Quarter Farm, Mandi, your Atlantic. And when I copy this map out the printer, out the copy, a little portion of the bottom got cut out. But over here, that's the Dogon. That's the Dogon. Now, this is another Niger Congo language map. This is a Niger Congo language distribution map. Your Atlantic, Wolo, Fule, your Mandi, Bambari, Maliki, Manika, Dayule, your Kru, your Gur, Moor language, your Quay, Mali, Akan, Iwo, your Dogon, your Ajoy, your Adamawa, your Banjin language, your Baye, Banda, and Zandi, your Cordofanian, and your non-Bantu or Yaru and Igbo, your Bantu, Fang, Tiki, Lengale, Mungo, and Kundu, Congo, Choke, Lube, Luganda, Rwanda, Rundi, Sukume, Kikuyu, Bantu, Swahili, Mekue, Nyanje, Bembe, Shone, Tisange, Northern Soto, Zulu, Southern Soto, Kosa, Tiswane, Ndange, Umbandu, and there are many other Niger Congo speaking people that are not listed on this map. Before we get to our reading, we're gonna go back over something before we get to our reading. Now we're going the United States Department of Justice. The United States Department of Justice Office of Justice Program, Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention, the Comprehensive Anti-Gang Initiative. Okay, that's what we're talking about right now. The Comprehensive Anti-Gang Initiative. The proliferation of gang problems in large and small cities, suburbs, and even rural areas led to the development of a comprehensive coordinated response to America's gang problem by the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention. The United States Department of Justice, the Community-Oriented Policing Services, the COPS, offices, the Office of Community-Oriented Policing Services is the component of the United States Department of Justice responsible for advancing the practice of community policing by the nation's state, local, territorial, and tribal law enforcement agencies through information and grant resources. Community policing begins with a commitment to build trust and mutual respect between police and communities. It is critical to public safety, ensuring that all stakeholders work together to address our nation's crime challenges. When police and communities collaborate, they more effectively address underlying issues, change negative behavior patterns, and allocate resources. The COPS Office awards grants to hire community policing professionals, develop and test innovative policing strategies, and provide training and technical assistance to community members, local government leaders, and all levels of law enforcement. Since 1994, the COPS Office has invested more than $14 billion to help advance community policing. The Office of Justice Programs, the National Institute of Justice, strengthening science, advance justice. The Comprehensive Anti-Gang Initiative, a crime-focused initiative designed to address gang-related gun homicides in selected cities. The initiative involved a comprehensive model of suppression, which is enforcement, prevention, and re-entry. The program is rated promising. There was a significant reduction in gun homicides related to gang crime in cities that implemented the initiative. Now, under the program description, it gives you the program goals. The comprehensive anti-gang initiative was implemented in 12 selected cities in response to increasing gang prevalence across the country. The main purpose of the comprehensive anti-gang initiative was to prevent and reduce gang-related crime. It grew out of a large national program called Project Safe Neighborhoods. The comprehensive anti-gang initiative was developed to support communities in preventing and controlling gang crime by funding a comprehensive model of suppression, enforcement, prevention, and re-entry. Comprehensive anti-gang initiative was coordinated through the United States Attorney's Office in selected jurisdictions, and new partnerships focused on gang prevention and controls were developed in order to fully implement the initiative. Partners involved state and federal law enforcement, criminal justice agents, city governments, social service providers, community groups, and schools. The program theory was established from the comprehensive community-wide approach to gang prevention, intervention, and suppression developed by Irving Sperling in 1994. A comprehensive approach to gang reduction and model assumes violence is a product of social disorganization and gang problems result from the interaction of sociological, demographic, economic, and cultural factors along with the social instability and lack of economic support. Now I'm not going to read everything. Then you got there's program components. The comprehensive anti-gang initiative was comprised of specific components including enforcement strategies and partnerships, prevention and intervention strategies, and re-entry outreach programs. Although the initiative outlined a comprehensive model to gang violence prevention and control for jurisdictions to follow, sites had the discretion to make adjustments within a specific component to fit their population, community needs, and strengths, and also target population. The comprehensive anti-gang initiative was developed to target large U.S. cities that had problems with gang activity and gang-related crimes. 6 cities began receiving funding to implement comprehensive gang initiative in 2006. And by 2008, 12 cities had been funded. The cities were Cleveland, Ohio, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, Los Angeles, California, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, regions of eastern and middle Pennsylvania, Tampa, Florida, Indianapolis, Indiana, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Rochester, New York, Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina, Chicago, Illinois, and Detroit, Michigan. The comprehensive anti-gang initiative was implemented in specific cities with a variation in gang-related gun homicides. Now, so that's the Office of Justice Program, National Institute of Justice, or the Comprehensive Anti-Gang Initiative. Bureau of Justice Assistance, the Office of Justice Program. That's the Department of Justice. Guide to developing the anti-gang initiative and Project Safe Neighborhoods. Grants for United States attorneys and Project Safe Neighborhood Task Force. The United States Department of Justice has dedicated $30 million funding in fiscal year 2006 to support new and expanded anti-gang prevention and enforcement efforts under the Project Safe Neighborhoods initiative. In addition, the Department of Justice has dedicated $10 million in fiscal year 2006 to fund current and expanded comprehensive gun crime reduction strategies. The $30 million in anti-gang funds will be awarded on a formula basis, and the $10 million Project Safe Neighborhood grant fund will be awarded on a competitive basis. Both initiatives are authorized House of Representatives 2862. All right, then you have okay. Okay. But, okay, right here. Now, this is a web address: www.nationalgangcenter.gov/content/document/front end. It's a PDF. Now, this document is excerpted in its entirety the United States Attorney's Bulletin on May 2006. The title of this paper is Gang Prevention: How to Make the Front End of Your Anti-Gang Effort Work. Dr. Phelan Wyrick, PhD, Gang Program Coordinator, Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention. Now, let me scroll down here. Now, It says about the author, Dr. Phelan Wyrick is the gang program coordinator for the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention of the department. He oversees federal demonstration initiatives, research, and training on youth gangs. He serves on the Helping America's Youth Interagency Working Group and provides policy recommendations within the Department on gang prevention and intervention. Prior to joining the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Program in 1998, Dr. Wyrick conducted operations, research, and program evaluation for the Westminster Police Department in Orange County, California. Now, there's a lot of information here, like foundation of effective gang prevention, normal adolescent development, why young people join gangs, community-based anti-gang initiative, gangs and crime in the community, gang intervention, uh, serious and chronic offenders, gang leaders, share of illegal activity, relative share of population. You understand? It's a pyramid, that's right here. And secondary prevention, primary prevention, a framework for implementing multiple anti-gang strategies, partnerships and leadership, assessment and planning, gang prevention resources, information resources, funding resources. So everybody is listening, you can go there. Like I said, the web address is www.nationalgangcenter.gov/content/document/frontend.pdf. scrolling down here. Okay, this is a PDF. It's the National Crime Prevention Council. Dot, National Crime. Okay, wait a minute. The address is www.ncpc.org/program/crime prevention month/crime prevention month kits/ncpc. Now, the National Crime Prevention Council is a private, non-profit, tax-exempt 501 organization whose primary mission is to be the nation leader in helping people keep themselves, their families, and their community safe from crime. Now, this is through the Bureau of Justice Assistance. Keeping kids cool and confident and out of gangs. 2012-13 Crime Prevention Month Kit. Now you can go there and read this PDF. It's a lot of information, facts and figures on youth gangs. Gangs at school, gangs in gender, age of gang members, ethnicity, victims of gang members as victims, gangs in the military, motorcycle gangs, successful gang prevention programs. And so on. So you can go there. I just gave the address. You can go there and get all this information. Now let me go back over here. Okay, now this is the U.S. Department of Justice, Office of Justice Program, Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention. It's a bulletin, Juvenile Justice Bulletin, serving children, families, and communities. The web address is www.ncjrs.gov/PDF files. Okay, this was, excuse me. We didn't went over this before. This that PDF there, the gang prevention and overview of research and programs. December 2010, but this is a good compilation of information. Excuse me. And it was from the, let me see, gang prevention overview of research and program by James C. Howell. And this is Jeff Slowakowski, acting administrator. And this was one of it. We was talking about starter gangs and gang formation theories. The demographic characteristics of gang members, the race, gender, attraction to gang, man, excuse me, the ethnicity, popular culture, friendships, and romantic relationships, the risk factors. See, that we so that draw your memory. The risk factors for joining gangs, individual risk factors, antisocial behavior, alcohol and drug use, mental health problems, victimization, negative life events. Matter of fact, that sounded familiar when we was watching that video yesterday on my previous video, why you join gangs. Don't that information sound familiar? Family risk factors, school risk factors, peer group risk factors, community risk factors are summary, how risk factors work, gang intervention strategy services and tools, community assessments, framework for intervention, strategies for delinquency and gang intervention and prevention. And so you can go there and get all this information that'll be useful. Okay. Excuse me. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, which is the United States, you know, Health and Human Services and things like that. Now they have Injury Prevention and Control, Division of Violence Prevention, Youth Violence Additional Resources, the Centers for Disease Control, Division of Adolescent and School Health, and National Center for Excellent Youth Violence Prevention, Strive, Preventing Youth Violence, Opportunities for Action, Youth Violence Training and Technical Assistance Center, other federal resources, afterschool.gov, crimesolutions.gov, youth.gov, National Criminal Justice Reference Service, the National Gang Center, the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention, Model Programs Guide, the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention Strategic Planning Tool, the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention, Safe Schools, Healthy Students Initiative, StopBullying.gov, the United States Secret Service, National Threat Assessment Center, Safe School Initiative. So what's the web? The web address is www.cdc.gov/violence prevention/youth violence/resources. So and then oh, okay, that's what it is. Okay, and that's right. Okay, the Office of Justice Programs, the National Institute of Justice, Anti-Gang Strategies. Now the website, the web address is www.nij.gov/topics/crimes/gangs/pages/anti-gang strategies .aspx. The anti-gang strategy criminal justice agencies use a variety of strategies to combat gang-related crime, prevention, intervention, assessment, and suppression. So prevention refers to services, programs, or activities designed to prevent people from joining gangs. Prevention often focuses on young persons. Situational gang crime prevention focuses more on the situational causes of crime and less on the dispositional traits of specific offenders, and often addresses the environmental and opportunistic factors that influence offender decision making. Intervention. Intervention seeks to draw gang members and close associates away from the gang lifestyle. Many programs involve law enforcement coordination with community or faith-based organizations to offer education, job training, and community service opportunities as incentives to quit the gang while still holding those receiving service accountable for continued delinquent or criminal activity. Suppression. Suppression or gang crime enforcement encompasses a broad range of criminal justice activities in which law enforcement, prosecution, probation, and parole focus their resources to limit and assure accountability for the criminal activity of gangs and gang members. Suppression tactics may include sharing intelligence about gangs between criminal justice actors such as law enforcement and corrections, targeting and apprehending serious and chronic gang crime offenders, using gang injunctions or civil ordinances to prevent association among known gang members, prosecution gang offenders using vertical prosecution, enhanced sentencing, and racketeer influence and corrupt organizations and conspiracy statutes. Assessment. To make anti-gang strategies most successful, an important first step involves conducting an assessment of the problem. An upfront assessment of a problem helps leaders understand the problem in as much detail as possible. The leaders can then focus planning and target their action on a plan that saves time and money in the long run. The assessment process generally consists of 3 steps: laying the groundwork and identifying people who can oversee the entire process and provide direction for data collection efforts. Number 2, collecting data, analyzing and interpreting it using a range of indicators in multiple domains. Number 3, preparing reports, findings, and final reports that explain and detail the nature and extent of the situation. Now we know about the National Gang Intelligence Center, National Gang Intelligence Center, where we investigate terrorism, counterintelligence, cybercrime, public corruption, civil rights, organized crime, white-collar crime, violent crime, weapons of mass destruction, news, publications, most wanted, major cases, bank robbery, Indian country crime, jewelry and gem theft, gangs, art theft, violent crimes against children. The National Gang Center contributes to reduction in gang-related crime by providing national leadership, information, policy-making, research, and resources, training, and technical assistance to practitioners nationwide. National Gang Center. And matter of fact, the National Gang Center outreach worker safety tips, National Gang Center newsletter, a parent's guide to gangs, street outreach, and the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention, comprehensive gang model, street gang intelligence course, online training, and the video that we watched yesterday on our previous video, very good video, why you join gangs. It's an online video. Recommend everybody that's listening to this video, watch that video with your family. Why you join gangs. Go to the National Gang Center and you can watch the video. And also we was going over the history of street gangs in the United States. You understand? And in the National Gang Center.gov, and you can go the history of street gangs in the United States. You can go to National Gang Center.gov. James C. Howell and John P. Moore. Remember, we went over there yesterday, and then we went over to Wikipedia, and the information was very similar about the history of street gangs in the United States. So everybody listening, we know that we still have this problem, and all of us, like myself as well, many who are listening to this video, we are descendants of Niger Congo, or our ancestors of Niger Congo, We need to get in contact with the Niger Congo in sub-Saharan Africa to inform them about the problem that we have with this street gang and drug gang here in the United States of America, in Canada, in Mexico, in Central America, in South America, the Caribbean, in Europe, in the Middle East, and around the world. Because this problem with the gang is a problem. We have went over the definition of the word gang. We know the etymology and the origin of the word gang. We know that that's an English word, Old English, and up under the Germanic language, the Old Norse. We looked up the word mob, and we looked up the word thug. We know that's an Indian word. We looked up the word ghoul. We know that's an English word. Yeah, you can find that word in a story, in a book. We know that the word goon is referred to a person who commit violent crimes and acts and things of this nature. And all the other words, hoodlum and hooligan and ruffians and just all these other negative titles that people refer to themselves or refer to other people, and gangster and mobster and mafia and just all this negative stuff that people try to put on themselves and others. And so we're gonna continue to do all that we can to do something about this game, this street game, this drug game, and not just sit idle by and just give up. So now we're gonna get to our reading, and we're gonna continue to, and also we're gonna continue to work toward our anti-gang activities. We're not gonna just sit around and wait for somebody else to do anything. We're not gonna sit around and complain about what others don't do or don't do. All of us who are committed to the anti-gang efforts, and hazing, we don't never leave out the hazing, because we know that the sorority and the fraternity is a dressed up gang. We don't never leave the sorority and the fraternity out. They are gangs. When you go on the campuses around this country, what do you see? You see the gang. When you see the sorority and fraternity on the campus, at the college and university, what do you see? You see the street gang. You see the drug gang on the campus. You see the sorority and the fraternity. Excuse me. That's the gang. That's the street gang. That's the street gang. And we know that hazing is a crime. And we know that the sorority and fraternity, they use hazing as an initiation tool for the members of the sorority and the fraternity. And the street gang, the drug gang, also use hazing for people to become members of the street gang and the drug gang. So they're not different. The sorority and the fraternity, and that's not the only way that you identify the sorority and the fraternity. The sorority and the fraternity is not getting away with trying to dress up their activities, because we know that individuals who are gang members, they'll start their own businesses. See, that's a gang. See, this is what they was talking about, money laundering. When people who are criminals take drug money and they'll go and start a business. For instance, in a local community, they'll go start a corner grocery store in a local community. They'll go start a business, a corner grocery store with the drug money. They'll go start a nightclub See, or some type of dance club. They'll go start a automotive repair shop with criminal money. See, that's the gang. See, and then you also have some of these organizations that claim to be, uh, a social organization or a civic organization, but the people that in the organization are members of a sorority and a fraternity. They gang members. See, you can't hide the gang. See, so we're gonna continue to with our efforts, our anti-gang efforts, and there gonna be anti-gang activities of various uh, anti-gang activities. Because it's not just one type of activity. We're gonna continue. There gonna be anti-gang uh, concerts, all that gangster rap music. Throw it out. The local radio stations playing all that old gangster rap music and all that stuff, the lyrics and all that. And they just stole the music and then throw all that old garbage lyrics in there. Because music, you can't identify music as a genre. People get involved in street gang and drug gangs, and then they start writing all this music and all this stuff. But an instrument is an instrument, and then it's not just your body can be used to make sounds and noises and things of this nature. So we're gonna continue to work toward the anti-gang, and like I said, there'll be various anti-gang activities uh, from here on out. And so we're gonna get to our reading on our African traditional religion. We're going to begin our reading from the book titled West African Traditional Religion, written by Dr. Joseph Omasene Ewelelu, Dr. P. Analumo Gapemu. And we're reading from chapter 7, God and the Society. And we're reading from 7.5, Secret Societies. A. Significance. So far we have considered society generally as it affects an individual in the business of daily living. In other words, such a society is the society of every member of the community, and each member contributes to its general well-being. But besides this type of society, there are other societies within the corporate society. These societies can be described as closed association, guilds, cult groups, or simply secret societies. They are secret in the sense that membership is usually restricted, and they often engage in mysterious activities. Since the societies are secret, no one except those who are initiates can say with any degree of certainty what they stand for in practice. Those who do not belong to the societies only speculate. Some people claim that they are good, others claim that they are evil. Originally, the secret societies were instituted for the purpose of self-preservation and for the preservation of the community. They enforced and maintained traditions, customs, and beliefs. They determined ritual behavior and regulated social attitudes. In this way, they became the power of the community where they function. Furthermore, Their members usually claim to possess esoteric knowledge and mysterious power denied to the other members of the community. For this reason, they consider themselves superior in intelligence and ability to the other members of the community, to the effect that the non-members were impelled to seek admission to the society so that they might be protected against surrounding dangers. Viewed along this line, the secret society cannot be regarded as essentially evil. We can even say that they exist for the well-being of the community as we enumerate below the category and the function of these societies. However, any secret society can be dangerous if it gets out of hand, and since most of the activities are secret, and since only the initiated know anything about their doings, the secret society can engage in nefarious antisocial deeds without the community of men and women knowing it or having a proof of it. Unless such deeds become glaring, they can embark on selfish ends. They can commit brutal judicial murders, bully and exploit the uninitiated and the underprivileged. They can even threaten the well-being of the community and the individual which and who are expected to be protected. Thus, they can perform any outrageous deed without people knowing it. Since the activities of the sides of the society are not well defined and their doings cannot be verified. We're going to start right there. We just got to read from 7.58, the significance of secret society. And we just read from chapter 7, God and the Society. And we just got to read from the book titled West African Traditional Religion, written by Dr. Joseph Omasene Evalelu and Dr. P. Adenumo Dupenu. We're going to continue our reading from the book titled African Traditional Religion, a definition written by Dr. E. Beloja I. Dowood. We read from chapter 5, the structure of African traditional religion. We're reading from number 5, the practice of magic and medicine. I'm going to pick up where I left off. He recognized that behind phenomena is a power wholly other than himself. His approach to his power depends on his conception of the power and the way which he believes will lead to the goal of his soul's sincere desire. There are two principal ways in which he has tried to avail himself of the resources of this power for the fulfillment of his needs, where he recognized the power as a divine being with whom man may have communion and communication. His approach has been one of submission and appeal, where he conceives of the power only as the reservoir of elemental forces. He has sought to tap and harness it and make it subserve his own end. The principle upon which he works in this case is one of technique, seeking to secure the proper means to the end that he may have control over these elemental forces. Magic is that second course by which man seeks to reach the goal of achievement of self-effort and his own independent devices. It will, however, be deluding ourselves that anywhere in the world man always makes a clear distinction in practice between these two courses. With particular reference to Africa, We cannot discuss magic and medicine with understanding, however, except as seen in the light of religion. This is especially so as here we are discussing it as an element in the structure of a religion. It will therefore be proper at this stage to attempt definition. I'm going to stop right there. And we just got through reading from number 5. The practice of magic and medicine. We've been reading from chapter 5, the structure of African traditional religion. I've been reading from the book titled African Traditional Religion, a Definition, written by Dr. E. Beloja I. Dowu. We're going to continue our reading from the book titled African Religion and Philosophy, written by Dr. John S. M. Beatty. And we're reading from chapter 6, God and Nature. And we're reading from B, God, Animals, and Plants. Cattle, sheep, and goats are used for sacrificial and other religious purposes, and examples of this are found all over the continent. Many people have a sacred attitude towards their animals. For example, the Herero regard all cattle as sacred and as having originated from their mythical tree of life, from where human and other life comes. They eat them only when sacrificed in religious ceremony. For the Dinka, every bull or ox is ultimately destined for sacrifice. They believe that cattle and children belong to God, and that he gives them to men only as gifts from him. Every day, the Nandai pray to God for the safety and prosperity of their cattle. Although we still have many wild animals in Africa, there is little information about their religious significance. Fierce animals like the buffalo and lion are associated with God. By the Langai and Turu, who consider them to be God's manifestation in his imminent aspect, a number of peoples, like the Fajulu, Nua, and Madai, along the Nile Valley, blame the hyena for having cut off the cowskin rope, which once joined the earth to heaven, thus causing a separation between the two worlds. The rock hyrax is used by the Akembe and the Bagwine in praying for rain. I'm going to stop right there. And we read from B, God, animals, and plants. And we read from chapter 6, God and nature. And we read from the book titled African Religions and Philosophy, read by Dr. John S. M. Beatty. We're going to continue our read from the book titled Concepts of God in Africa, written by Dr. John S. M. Beatty. Oh, okay. And we're going to continue our reading from Part 4, God and Man. And we're reading from number 17, worship, prayers, and other appeals to God. Prayers. As a rule, there are no sacrifices without prayers, but praying is not always associated with or accompanied by sacrifice, and many African peoples pray without making sacrifice and offerings. Prayers are the commonest acts of worship, some of which may be long and formal, but most of them are short, extempore, and to the point. Most of the prayers are addressed to God, and some to the living dead, divinities, or other beings, many of whom serve as intermediaries. Praying is reported among at least half of the people studied in this book, and no doubt the number would be greater if more information were available. We list these people below and take out of them some examples of the concepts and contents of their prayers. Those who are said to pray include the following: Hallelujah, Achola, Akambe, Akan, and Kori, Anuk, Ashanti, Azandi, Bashwe, Bakini, Bambuti, Bakongo, Bamun, Banyawanda, Banyoro, Beira, Barosi, Burundi, Basoge, Bavinde, Bimbe, Bine, Banawe, Bandea, Bushman, Batuwe, Chaga, Chawi, Dinka, Dogon, Dori, Dorobo, Yorume, Edo, El Gio, Imbu, Iwa, Gay, Gala, Gande, Kikuyu, Gisu, Dumuz, Heye, Igbare, Igbo, Ale, Engasane, Ja, Kadare, Kagoro, Kaba, Kaji, Katab, Kipsigis, Kome, Conte, Kulu, Kurume, Lambe, Lango, Lotuko, Loza, Lubare, Lunde, Luo, Masai, Maida, Mao, Masango, Mindi, Miru, Mandare, Moru, Nanda, Ekun, Ngumbi, Nube, Nua, Yuse, Nyanje, Ora, Ovambo, Reba, Bashue, Rukube, Rumeye, Siba, Sira, Shaluk, Shone, Sadamo, Sanjo, Shubu, Tiete, Timni, Tikar, Tungo, Tunga, Tiswane, Tumbuke, Takane, Turu, Erhobo, Bogusu, Yaruba, and Zulu. I'm gonna stop right there. And we just got through reading from worship, prayer, and other appeals to God. Number 17. And we just got to read from Part 4 of God and Man. And we just got to read from the book titled Concepts of God in Africa, written by Dr. John S.M.B. Get ready to end today's video again. And like I said, we're going to continue to work on, we're going to continue to emphasize an anti-gang hazing efforts. And we're going to continue to encourage each and every person that's listening to, and by promoting anti-gang activities and continue to work toward getting rid of all this gang mess. And again, my name is Eric D. Johnson, also known as BrightShine. I live right here in the city of Memphis, in the state of Tennessee. It's in the county of Shelby. Thank all my fans, my support for your continued encouragement and support. And I'm continuing to work on my entertainment, my music industry. And to my next video, you take care of yourself. Wish each and every one of you the very best.
Turn the lights